With Earth Day right around the corner, you can show your support by stocking up on eco-friendly items. Joining us now from Best Reviews is Jacob Palmer with their top tested products. Jacob, thank you so much for joining us here.
And thanks for having me. It's an important conversation. I'm hoping to give some people some good tips and tricks.
Yes, we're going to talk about greenwashing because people are spring cleaning, they're spring refreshing. This is something they need to keep in mind when they're trying to get those eco-friendly products. So what is greenwashing?
Yeah, that's the question, right? Well, what is greenwashing? And greenwashing in its basic form is the manufacturer or seller is overstating how environmentally friendly a product is. And it's important that you're able to find out and make sure that you're not getting duped here, because a lot of the times people are buying products with the best intentions in mind, but if they're getting, trapped by these marketing tactics, they're not making as much of an impact as you want. And especially when you think about Earth Day, you're not really thinking about buying your way out of it. You want to make sure that you're making intentional, smart decisions, and avoiding greenwashing is a great place to start. And how to do that, our recommendation is to check the EPA's website, especially around spring cleaning and cleaning products. They have a lot of great information there about how to read labels, about what brands and products are a little bit better. And it's a really good place to start if you want to get serious about avoiding greenwashing.
Yeah, that's a great tip, because I didn't even know that greenwashing was a thing. So thanks for letting us know about that. And that's something that we can look out for when we're getting our products.
Absolutely.
What about when it comes to water conservation and your sprinklers? Saving water is a big impact that people can make.
Yep. And it's one of those things, especially around here, where no matter how much water we got over the winter, people are still going to be drought conscious, and they're still going to want to make sure they're making the best decisions, especially when it comes to taking care of your yard, which is nice, but you don't want to be wasteful in the process. We've been testing a lot of products around the Bay Area to find out what we like best, and what came out ahead was the Ratio 3 smart sprinkler system. It's so cool because it can tell the weather, so if we're going through an especially dry period, it'll ramp it up and make sure that, you can say, well, make sure that the roses are staying well watered. It knows how to adjust the systems to make sure it's getting exactly the right amount without going over. And that's super important around here. And the other thing, especially when you think about Bay Area users, you use it from your phone. It's got a really smooth app. And it's one of these pieces of technology that makes life easier while also helping you do the right thing.
That is so cool. So if it's raining out, will it not water your grass?
It will. It can tell that it's raining. It can tell it doesn't need to run the sprinkler system that day. Nobody wants to be the family running the sprinkler when it's raining outside. And so if we get that occasional summer rainstorm we'll get around here, it'll be smart enough to know maybe not today.
That is so cool. I love technology. All right, so what about this right here?
So this is from Simple Human, which is a very popular brand for home goods. And what we love about this Simple Human countertop composter is that it's just really effective without being overwhelming. It's small, it takes up a tiny footprint on your countertop, but at the end of the day, despite having a simple design, the top, number one, make sure it doesn't stink in your kitchen, which I think is huge. And we've been testing it over the we've been testing it over the time of years, and it has never once turned up fruit flies, which has not always been the case living here. It can be easy to get fruit flies in your area. So this is a product that we absolutely love, especially if you already have these Simple Human garbage cans, because it's magnetic and will attach to those as well. So it becomes kind of a whole thing you can have in one place.
It's very aesthetically pleasing on the countertop. I'm a stickler about a clean trash can, so I really like this, and it looks good. What about water bottles? People are really invested in their water bottles. How do they make sure that they're investing in a good one?
Well, when you talk about going green, I feel like getting rid of plastic water bottles is the first place a lot of people start. And with these water bottles, what we've realized at Best Reviews is that if there's certain products that people care about and they get pretty fired up about, and water bottles is one of them, and there's a good reason why these make our list of water bottles that people get fired up about. The Hydro Flask here, the metal one, what's great about this is that it's basically a lifetime investment, because you get a lifetime warranty with it. So as long as you don't lose it, you know that you can take it mountain biking, you can take it out wherever you go. It gets banged up, you'll be able to make sure that you still have a good water bottle on hand.
That's awesome. And this one's really cute.
That one is more for the aesthetically motivated. It's from Porter, and it's glass and dishwasher safe. So it's also really solid in terms of just being easy to use. And it's one of these things that you won't mind lugging around with you because it can match your outfit. You can go out with it, and it also is glass, so it's not this big luggy, kind of metal thing. So for each side, no matter what you're into, we've got some great water bottle options for you. The thing that's true for both, really well insulated. If you want to keep whatever you're drinking cold, cold, it'll do that. If you want to drink whatever you're drinking hot, hot, then it'll do that as well for you.
I love that. I love when my water, I go to drink it 12 hours later and it's still cold. And then also, I'm not gonna lie, I hate washing my water bottles.
Yes.
So if I can throw it in the dishwasher, that is a win for me. And then I love that this one has the cute designs if you want to be a little aesthetic and fashionable with your water bottle.
And whatever we bring here, obviously it's gonna do the utility, it's gonna get the job done for you, but we also wanna make sure it makes life a little bit easier, and that's why I tend to go with the dishwasher safe one, because I also do not have much patience for washing the water bottles.
I know, that's funny. I love that. Okay, what about the Vitamix right here?
So this is by far the most interesting product to come out in this space in some time. It's called the Vitamix Food Cycler, and it's a super interesting concept, especially if you want to be running kind of your own self-sustaining system where everyone creates a lot of food waste. There's been a ton of news reporting out about it and how much space that takes up in the landfills. So this is a way to make sure that you're not adding to that problem. And what you do is you fill it with your food waste, lock it up, run the cycle on it, and then 8 hours later, you've got fertilizer that you can use in your garden, you can use in your lawn. Totally organic, obviously, so there's no worries about, running anything that might have pesticides in it or other things that might be harmful. This allows you to do that. It is still kind of expensive at around $500, depending on when you're gonna buy it, but it's one of these items that the technology is rapidly advancing on. And so when that happens and more people get into the game, there's more competitors trying to develop this, what you'll find is the consumer is going to win. So we expect that the price point on this is going to come down in the years to come because it's in demand, and it's one of those things where everybody is trying to figure out how they can get their foot in the game, and when that happens, the consumer wins.
That's great news right there. Jacob, thank you so much for joining us and for these tips on being eco-friendly and to how to avoid greenwashing.
Absolutely. Thanks so much for having me.